Thank you for sharing your story about your mom. We all have touching stories about somebody that we love, and it's great to talk about them. Talking about them is healing. It's healing. You know, perfection is kind of boring. It's the process. It's the journey to get there that's the fun. It's the growth. So let's go back to that kid's room. That bed, you got company coming, you made them make their bed, and it's all lumpy, and it's all pulled over to one side, and the mattress is showing on the other side. Do you fix it, or do you leave it alone? They did what you asked them to do. They have to learn for themselves how to do things. And who cares if the bed is lumpy? If we strive on what other people think, what's going to happen? You're going to destroy everything about you. So our next person that's coming up is Miss Isabel Black. Known to most of us as Izzy. She's actually the founder of this. She has put all this together. I want to give her a round of heartfelt clapping before I even tell you a little bit about her. She's working hard. She's working really hard. She's completely turned her life around. For those of you that don't know anything about her past, I encourage you to get with her and talk about that because she's special. She's taken all that hurt, all that anger, all that frustration, all that disappointment, and she's turned it into what she's doing now. And is it perfect? But she's getting it done. She's getting it done. She is a healer of humanity, and she means what she says. She's doing it. Her mouth is matching her feet. Can you guys say that? Is your mouth matching what you're walking? I had a problem with that in my past. I have to fix that. So welcome, Isabel Black. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for being here today on this beautiful Wednesday evening. So, activate your power now. This is a 12-month series. So we are in week 5, and we are just getting started, guys. So invite all of your friends, invite your family, because everybody seriously needs to be activated. And what we have found is when people walk in here, they don't even realize they need to be activated. They're walking into support, and we're getting the feedback of how they're being activated and sparked. They're hearing that voice within that's speaking to them, but better than that, they're choosing to act on it. And that's what this is all about. So seriously, thank you for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. We all do. Done versus perfect. How many of us wait until the perfect time to listen to that voice that has been speaking to us forever? At the beginning of my journey, I call it my intentional journey, and it's what I started in 2017. But what that really was an awakening. It was a voice within that said, what you're doing is not working anymore. So what do you do with that when that voice is speaking to you? We tend to live our lives based off of our experiences, right? We navigate through life with goggles, with a vision of what we've experienced. So when we encounter people, we encounter them with how we've experienced other people before, whether that's their intention or not. I challenge you today to be the change in your life, and that will require 3 things from you. That is 1, believe that change is possible regardless. 2, engage or take the first or the next best step regardless. And if you're curious about what regardless means, this means regardless of your circumstances and regardless of your past.
because neither one of those is a good enough excuse for you not to answer your call to purpose. My journey to speaking, I would have never imagined that I would be standing on this stage, or any stage, speaking to a room full of people, let alone sharing my personal experience, my personal business. That is very, very vulnerable, and it is not an easy thing to do. But what I have found with this new journey is that when we share our experience and how we got through an experience, we motivate other people in acknowledging things in their own life that they know they've been needing to do something about, but they're waiting for the perfect time. I'm here to tell you that perfect time is never going to come. So I challenge you to start doing one thing different today. So in December, I stood on this stage for the first time to give, it was part of a graduation for a speaking class I took, so that I could learn how to be a good speaker for my business, because I was a new business owner. I shared with everybody my story of how I have constantly felt like I was running a race in life. And I was constantly jumping hurdles, and hurdles that I felt that I didn't even create in my own life. There were other people's hurdles, but I was running, I was tripping over them, I was falling on my face, I was jumping up, I was trying to clear them again, and these other people were just existing in life not even knowing that I was in this race. And they didn't care that I was tripping and falling. But when I stood on this stage in December, I realized that this journey was more than just me starting a business. This journey was about me doing my part to help heal humanity. And how I do that is by first healing myself. It's that simple. When you work on yourself and you choose to be your best and you show up in life as your best, you are changing the world. That smile you walk in with in the store while everyone's busy in their world, that smile can change somebody's life, and I know that because it has changed mine. Those smiles sometimes are what keep me going. So if you don't know anything else of what you could do to help somebody, simply smile. In January, I challenged everybody to destroy the lies and manifest everything they dream of. In February, we talked about unpacking your love baggage. March was a pot of gold. And I hope that you do know you have a pot of gold. But today, the reason I mention all of that is because today we are done beats perfect. If I would have waited till my business was running well before I started my new journey in speaking, or if I would have started a journey in speaking and said, oh, that's too tough to talk about, we can't talk about that, I would be doing all of you a disservice, but most of all, I would be doing myself a disservice, because I am a healer of humanity. And I am here to help all of you be activated. So I challenge again you today to choose to be the change in your own life. Believe change is possible and engage or take the first or the next best step. Thank you.